Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Toxic Studios and I make learning game design and programming easy. And if you're new here, consider going down below and subscribing, or if you find my videos interesting, consider doing the same. Alright, with that being said, let's get on with the video. Alright, so the end of the semester at college pretty much ended, and we had to do final projects for a class, and this is my final project on my game and level design class. I was going to be showcasing that for you today, because maybe if you're a beginner or you just don't know how to do any of these steps, or this landscape just looks cool to you, then you can just see roughly what I did on how to make my project and how to go about making one of yours if you would like. Also, I would like to mention, in no way, shape, or form is this like professionally done, like as you can see. So take everything I show as like a grain of salt, because there's probably a way you can do it much simpler, faster, more efficient. Any way you can think of, there's probably a better way of doing it, and aesthetically there's a better way of doing it as well. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get on with showcasing this game. Alright, so loading into the game, as you can notice, there's already some moving platforms. Now the whole gist of this game is that it is a puzzle adventure game, and so you jump along these for like the adventure, these like moving blocks, and it's set to be futuristic, so the trees are made to look like metal, and the ground is like moving because it's made to look like future. Notice we got some lava here, we got moving platforms. Notice I am bad at it as well, but luckily for us, we can just start right here. Now the reason we have to start right here is because these platforms actually trigger with a volume. So I'll be back with you whenever I get to the final platform. Alright, we are on the final platform, and now we just gotta wait for this slow platform to make its way all the way over there and all the way back. I will get back with you as soon as it's here. Alright, so the platform is basically here. We just gotta wait for a second for it to lower down. And it's here.
Now time-lapse this journey to make it go a little bit faster.
Alright, so now we're off the platform, and as you notice, it's gone. That is because I have a trigger volume roughly right there. And what this trigger volume does is, if we go over here, this trigger volume stops all the animations that are back here. Because as you can see, that one is stopped, these are stopped. It stops the animations. So that's like less running on the user's computer. And these trees right here, these are just like background. For if you're like on these platforms right here, you can see these trees and it looks like trees are everywhere. Alright, coming back through here, we got more platforms up here. These platforms are triggered with that same volume right there. And it's another set of jumping platforms, and I will be back with you whenever I get across these. Alright, so I made it across these, and as you notice, the animations stop because there is actually another trigger volume right there, which in the design of this I should have put it more like up there so that the player like can't physically see that they stop moving. But let's continue on, and I will time-lapse this journey. Alright, coming out of the time-lapse, as you can see, this is the meat and potatoes of this project. This is an entire, like, puzzle room. Now, with the time frame, there was going to be, like, a whole, like, way to, like, tell the player what the combo is. But I did run out of time, but that was not going to affect the grade in any way. However, I do know the combo, and it is 1 and 3. And then the whole door vanishes. And then you come on inside, and then you're left with this. Now, it might be a little hard to see on camera, I don't know. But the grounds, all of them are hollow. All of them are hollow. Except for one path, which is right here. And then this is solid. And again, all these are hollow. And then I come over here, and this one's the solid one. Then we come across here. And now right at the end, there was supposed to be a cinematic camera that like zoomed through the entire level. But again, I ran out of time, and it was not a requirement on the project. So it was just like a little bit extra that I personally was going to add. But exiting out of play mode, we can zoom back out and kind of take a wide look at the level. Alright, so I'm going to show the blueprint system of how this exactly works right here. So if I go blueprints, open level blueprint, you notice it looks really crazy. You can ignore all of this because these are just the platforms animating. But this right here, this is where the button combos work. I'm going to show you one, and if you want an entire tutorial video on how to do a combo like this in the future, let me know and I'll describe exactly which node to use, where, and why, and then I'll make that tutorial video. But basically this takes their input if they're like inside a certain radius, and it disables the input if they're outside the radius. And then this basically makes the button appear and disappear. And then this down here sets this value right here of value to 1. And then all this leads up here. And then these other buttons, if you press them, if you press second, for instance, it sets value to 0. So if you do the wrong combo, then it will obviously give you the wrong answer. So then it resets the entire thing. Same for the fourth button. And the third button also sets value to 1. Now up here, if value 1 and 2 are equal to each other, then it will destroy after, and it will be that door right there that you saw. It will be this door. So if the user hits 1 and 3, then the door will be destroyed. If they hit 1, 2, and 3, 2 erases all previous progress. So all they would enter was 3. So the door would not get destroyed. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the small showcase of my final project in my game design class. And once again, it's like not much by any means. or very like high tech. But if you're like a beginner like myself, or even like less advanced than I guess I could call myself, then this is probably a great showcase to show how you can use the landscape tool and everything. And if you want, I can also do a full tutorial video on this entire project. Duplicate this entire thing, from me making the trees, to me making the landscape, to this room right here. Just leave down in the comments below if you would enjoy that. And if you made it this far in the video, if you learned something, or you thought this was kind of cool, consider subscribing. And while you're down there, give this video a like. It helps out the video. And this is Toxic Studios. I make coding and game design easy. And I will see you next time.